guys. What's up, my people? How's shit going for you guys? Just a question. How you guys doing? Who we got in the chat? We got Chrissy S, Ruby, Dashin, My Love, Deanne Rose, Syrian, Shanny's Poop Bucket. Okay. Loki, Worst of the Internet, Ariana, Lunar, Reese, Chicken Joe. We got the Jules, because she's a gorgeous girls. We got Intangible Stud, Dupin, Libra Lori, Mandinga, Nymph. We have Nymph. We got two. How you guys doing? What's up, my folks? So, I woke up this morning with my phone ringing off the hook because Beauty decided to dox my phone number by giving the messages out that I gave her from Cameo. Now, they were very supportive messages. You know, fuck the haters, just do you, be good, you're awesome, I love you, and, you know, shit like that, right? And, stop saying lies. Jason does not have a warrant out for his arrest. Where'd you get that from, G-Man? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But, is she gonna buy me a new phone? No. But here's the thing. In a couple weeks, I'm gonna be getting a new phone anyway. So I really don't care. Cause like, that number is gonna be like gonzies in a couple of weeks. So I'm not worried about that. Let me go to Chantel. Chantel, honey, baby, sweetie, girl. Okay. Do you know you lost all integrity by doxing me? You showed what kind of person you are by doxing me. And also, you probably will lose your Cameo because if you're a paying customer on Cameo, revealing said cameos is actually against terms of service, and you deserve to get your Cameo taken away from you actually after that, because I would never do as anything as unprofessional and unethical as you did today. And I'm not going to go into her newer videos. I've seen them today, and I'm sure everyone else has seen it today, her newer videos. You know, she's basically, you know, caring for her fifis right now by eating large amounts of cheese and stuffing them in her mouth. You know, big shock. Big shock. And I'm jealous of her. Why would I be jealous of a woman that looks perpetually pregnant? Why would I be jealous of a woman that's balding? Why would I be jealous of someone with fatty liver disease and her diabetes is completely out of control? Why would I be jealous of that? I'm not jealous of that. In fact, I have enough confidence in myself where I don't have to be jealous of her. So, whatever. Anyway, Anyway, all she can do is just basically do the superficial. Do things that are in the fleshly. Look at people, judge them by their looks. Look at the appearances and judge them. Listen into reaction channels and repeat the same bullshit that's been pulled on me for 5 fucking years. That's all she can do. She doesn't have enough thoughts in her head where she can come up with something original. But, I can. So, my dear loving people, I want to thank everyone for attending this show. I want to start with this. In the Quran, it's easy to look up. You can Google search it, but, you know, that's where we get the information, and I trust AI because they're smarter than us anyway. It says, yes, gluttony is warned against in Islam. The Quran, Sunnah, and scholarly works all caution against gluttony. Now it says here in Surah Al-Araf 31, Allah says, eat and drink, but not excessive. Indeed, he likes not those who commit excess. Okay? Now you go down here and it says, yet to the point of extreme excess, the pleasure of eating becomes gluttony, something that is no longer halal. Allah said in the Quran, moreover, eat and drink freely, but do not be excessive, for indeed, he does not love those who are excessive. So basically, this is saying everything that Foodie does with her mukbangs and her overeating and her binging, according to the Quran, she's no longer eating halal. She's eating recklessly, and it's completely forbidden in Islam to do this, to eat excessively. If she actually took her faith seriously, she wouldn't do this stuff. She wouldn't, period. She would not do this stuff, but she's a hypocrite. So let's go into a little bit of what Islam says about hypocrisy. Let's see if she has any of these qualities in Islam. In Islam, hypocrisy is called nifaq and is considered a serious sin. A serious sin. Hypocrisy. A serious sin. You see how she goes after me over things that she knows she does? Definition. A hypocrite, or munafiq, is someone who appears to be Muslim but is secretly disbelieving or actively working against the Muslim community. Now, we all know she put on that hijab for Salah. She didn't do it for her faith. She did it for Salah. Hence, she is a munafiq. She is a hypocrite. So, some signs of a hypocrite include intentionally lying, like intentionally lying about the things I've told you over and over again, what actually happened in reality. Breaking promises. Yeah, she broke her promises to me. Cheating when trusted. Doxing me. All right? The term hypocrisy can also refer to engaging in pious behaviors for praise rather than genuine motivation. You know how she says, I'm losing weight and la 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 la, and then she eats like about 4,000 calories That's the hypocrisy, okay? Let me go down to here. In Islam, the munafiq, or false Muslims, or false believers, are a group decreed in the Quran as outward Muslims who are inwardly concealing disbelief, kufir, and actively sought to undermine the Muslim community. In the Bible, the Holy Bible, it says, do not trust those who outwardly appear as sheep, but inwardly they are wolves seeking to destroy you. She's been doing this for a long time, okay? You don't trust Allah, okay? You do not trust Allah, and you make him, you are lying to Allah every time you engage in your gluttony, in your hypocrisy, in you not being a proper Muslim. Now, I know you can use the excuse, I'm not a perfect Muslim. No, you are purposely doing these things knowing they are haram. See, the difference is you don't have this, the heart. The Quran isn't in your heart. The Bible is not written in your heart. You ignore it for your own selfish desires. Okay? So speaking of which, I just want to point something out to people, okay? This is exactly how Foodie sounds, by the way. I'll put this on. This is how Foodie sounds when she eats. People could say I'm wrong for this, but this is how she sounds. You heard her with the cheese today. She sounded exactly like that, okay? Exactly like that. It's really gross, actually. It's really gross. So let's go back to the audience. All right. So let's see. That's what Eden sounds like. Yes. The double entendre of the pig in Islam. Well, she's as non-halal because of her overeating and binging as a pig would be non-halal. They're in the same category. They're not halal. They are haram. They are sinners. They sin against Allah. Okay? They sin against Allah. So, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go into, I want all the new, like, Beezers and everyone who are new to Chantel to listen up. Because Chantel, they call it the Chantel cycle, the reaction channels. And I've noticed it too myself. I just didn't say anything until she started talking about my children. Okay? Is this my new content? Well, it's just added content. Tomorrow we're going to get into the alien stuff, which is way better. Okay? But she has the Chantel cycle phase, and she goes through this phase over and over again. She's been doing this for years, and I just want you to, you know, if you're new to Chantel and you've watched her videos, just see, this is like, since she decided to go 5 years in my past, I figured why not go into 5 years of her past, you know? and show what she does to her audience, which is manipulation tactics, giving false information out about diet and health, and pretending she knows everyone. She doesn't. She doesn't care about any of her beezers. If the beezers go out of line in her way of thinking, or says something that she doesn't disagree with, she's going to go on the firm attack, which, you know, shows you that she'll dox you too. If you're a customer of hers and you give her Cameo, she'll dox you. She'll dox you talking to her on Cameo. If you disagree with her, just remember, she did it to me, she'll do it to you. There's like so many people she's messed with. So many beezers went away. There's Missy Moo, there's her best friend Shannon, there's just so many people. I'm sure Teardrop is probably the next on the list of the people she's gonna say fuck you to. Oh, by the way, Chantel's a criminal, by the way, in Kuwait. She's not supposed to be publicly using profanity or displaying anger in public. It goes against human decency laws in Kuwait. And all there needs to be is a few calls to the Kuwaiti consulate for them to realize that, yes, she is a criminal. And not only does she do it in public, she does it on camera. It's completely stupid. It's stupid. So let's go into this wonderful Chantel phase, shall we? By the way, this comes from Marley Hendricks. We're going to be looking at the majority, actually all the videos tonight we're going to be watching is all Marley Hendricks. Okay? All of them. It's all Marley Hendricks. Because I know where the bodies are buried. I know what reaction channels to look for. Well, this isn't quite a reaction channel, more of a an archive channel, but with, you know, cuts and stuff in the videos and added little sprinkles of wordage. But I knew all about this stuff for the longest time. But hey, she wants to bring up people's kids continually. She wants to spout lies and rumors. She wants to dox people. She wants to treat people bad because they disagree with her. Just simple disagreements will cause her to dox you. Will cause her to spit on your image. Is my image clean? Squeaky clean? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have things in my past that I regret, I feel sorry for, but I've grown from them. I know I was wrong for my past. A lot of things. But I tend to learn from my mistakes. I realized that a lot of the information and why I didn't receive the help as long as I have is because I was very much highly influenced by this woman. I very much loved her, tried to take care of her, tried to console her. I fought for her. I was at her beck and call. I was there for her. And for her to treat me like I was absolutely nothing to her is honestly very insulting to me, because I've done so much for this woman for her to just spit in my face. But I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. I know how to punch. I know where to go. I know where to aim. I know her very well through her videos. And I think that's her number one fear, is another person who knows her that's like, not this time. Not this time. I'm not going to let you get away with this bullshit. So let's dive into this video, folks. See, this actually, you see her running back and forth. That actually proves to you, by the way, that she can actually move. She can actually do things. She just chooses not to. Unlike someone like me, who has fibromyalgia and severe arthritis, I can't move very well. Oh, by the way, shout out to the Fat Cow Chronicles. You rock, girl. I think you're fucking awesome. I just started watching your videos. They're awesome. They're absolutely awesome. I love how she has her own, she's very original. She doesn't repeat the same shit that other people say. She actually, like, really puts a lot of thought in her work and her content. So I appreciate her. So if you want to look at the Fat Cow Chronicles, it's P-H-A-T fat, not F-A-T fat. Go subscribe and look at her videos. A big shout out to her, because I find her wonderful. Does she agree with me? Absolutely not. Does she think I'm a horrible person? Yeah, but I like her content. I can deal with someone not agreeing with me and actually, you know, not lashing out on them. Okay? But let's just get into this some more.
I'm gonna do a weigh-in right now, even though I just ate.
Oh, speaking of weigh-ins, I think I figured out the scale problem. And you're gonna see it later in this video. But I think I figured out the scale problem. Everyone's like, she has to weigh more than what she says she weighs. You know, right now she says she's like 155 kg, which is, I think, like 160 pounds or something like that. The thing is, her scale can only get up to 160 kg. She only had 5 kg left, so that's why she stopped doing it. But I think with the scale she had at this time and the scale she has now, what I think is, you remember with the old scales where it wasn't digital, you know, it just go around in a circle. I think that's what's happening, is the meter on the scale can only weigh so much. So I bet she's 100 more pounds overweight than what she said she is, because she's huge. She looks like she's perpetually pregnant. So I think what's happening is, because it only goes up to 160 kgs, it's spinning itself around and saying it's only this much kgs, but it's really not. That's my theory. Don't quote me on this. It's just a theory. But anyway.
If anything, maybe a slight fluctuation, but whatever. All right, that's 0. $3.99.
You see, 400 pounds, okay? That's how she looks at 400 pounds. Just hold on a second. This gets really juicy.
Lovely. I just want to be able to put my own socks on. Again, like, I can't put my own socks on. I need to wait for Pete to come on his break and put my socks on for me.
Isn't that really fucking weird? She can't put her own socks on her feet. You see how she puts socks on and, like, she tips her leg in the back of her to put a sock on, because she, like, can't bend forward because there's just so much stomach flesh. Anyway, she can't put her socks on. So what did she do? She forced Pete to put socks on for her. I mean, this shows what she does to friends, you know? Pete was such a good guy, get her food, you know, help her put clothes on. When she had her hysterectomy, he actually had to lift her stomach up and clean the folds. And he said it really stunk, too. He was very much taken advantage of during this time, Pete's. And as soon as she met Salah, she threw him away. You know, he's still at the same crummy hotel he was in, treated him like he was shit, pretended he's not in her life anymore. Doesn't even mention him. When's the last time you heard Foodie actually mention Pete's? And poor Pete's, he's trying the best he can. And I'm pretty sure he has a little bit Asperger's, so that, like, makes me think of my baby. You know? And knowing how much she neglected Pete's and took advantage of Pete's and then threw him away as soon as she found Salah or paid for Salah or, you know, whatever actually happened. Salah just wants to get the hell out of Kuwait and become an American. But anyway.
All right, I'm coming, guys. I know you want your breakfast. You want the window open? I'm coming. You patient freaks.
See, that's another thing that always bothered me about her. I always was quiet about this stuff, but I'm going to say it now. She always said, she just called her cats freaks. She always insults her animals. Like she does it with Julia, too. Insulting her animal. Like with me, like with Watermelon and Gavin, it's just nothing but love. You know, I don't insult my cats. Why should I insult my cats? They're good babies. She does.
I can't get my hairline right today. A lot of you people worry about what you're gonna wear. Can't get your hair right. Have a bad hair day. This is a bad hair day, okay? When you have to fake your hairline, you are having a bad hair day. I'm hoping with all the healthy food.
Yeah, that does put off Steven Seagal vibes. But, you know, she's got to put her hair fibers in her hair. You know, I have a bad hair day. Put on a wig.
Food I'm going to be eating, that will help. But probably not, because I think it's a hormonal problem. Anyways.
Oh, you're overweight and it's a hormone problem? No, it's you gorging food and not having any self-control, Chantal. You know, your hormones would be fine if you actually correct your eating habits. Like today, what I had for dinner was a salad with romaine, cucumber, tomato, and some Greek vinaigrette. You know, I'm running toward that, you know, that course and losing weight, girl. You could do it with me if you want, but food's more important.
Positivity. Positive. The only thing that's going to get me through this mess is positivity and appreciating the journey.
So, this is what everyone has seen. This is the Chantel cycle that you can see on screen here. This is something that I've noticed myself. She does this every few months, this cycle. And you got new people coming in all the time watching Chantel. And they notice this cycle too. And then they go to the channel, the reaction channels, and they put this on the screen. And then they're like, huh, that is true. Because, you know, there's only a few times, whatever it is, where you could just see the cycle over and over and over again before you realize, yeah, this is a bona fide fact. And she's doing this right now. Right now, she's in this phase, right, of the cycle. She's in the binge eating phase. Because she's already done the breakdown. She already has, you know, made her excuses on why she has to eat chocolate and chips every day and drink soda that's full sugar and why she needs to eat cheese constantly. You know, this is a woman with fatty liver disease, okay? And not only that, she has no gallbladder. You can't eat fats when your gallbladder is removed. It will kill you. It will kill you. But she ignores that. She ignores the high fat. She eats the greasy food she did today. Fried and greasy food. She eats fatty sausage. She drinks gravy. You know, she's constantly obsessed with poutine. I have no fucking idea why. But this is what she's been doing for the longest time. For the longest time. She's been doing this. And I just keep just nodding my head, being like, oh God, she's doing it again. But she's just going to continue to do this over and over and over again. And to the naysayers in the chat, don't you tell me what I'm doing is wrong. Okay? Shots were fired. She wants to dig in my past, I'll dig into hers. You get what you give. So it says here, weight loss attempt, number 1. Okay, weigh in at 360, 370 pounds, which is actually pretty much where she is now. Calorie counting. Does this sound familiar to you guys? This is like what she's recently done. Counting calorie or new fad diet, cleanse, fast, detox. It will work this time. I know my body. She's done that so many fucking times. You have no idea. Forgetting all the time she failed the same exact diet in the past. 30-minute videos lecturing her viewers on pseudoscience she read from shady websites, soft-spoken healthy grocery hauls and mukbangs. BB will eat the rest of this. Now, back in that time, they put that BB will eat the rest of this. Doesn't that sound familiar? When she goes on and she's like, oh, this is for Salah. This is for Salah. Gym vlogs and fantasies about being 120 pounds, you know. She's recently done the treadmill for like 4 days and then was like, oh my God, this is too hard and uncomfortable. And she quits.
Welcome to restart number, I don't even know.
Pick a year.
Alright guys, so I was very serious when it came to ending the mukbangs. Especially for now. Especially for now, as I'm going to be embarking on a healing journey. And I know I've attempted this before many times. Yes, I have. But...
And you failed. I think this is actually a scam she's been pulling for the longest time. Like, almost like a unwritten script. I think she's doing this stuff on purpose, actually. You know? Because... it's gone on for so long now that it's like, it's hard not to see that she's purposely doing this as a video creator. And not only that, but it does hurt people who do suffer from binge eating disease. It hurts people who are trying to lose weight because they listen to her because, you know, they like her and it hurts them.
The alternative is not attempt anything and just give up and die, I guess. So that's not an option for me. I have a trip to go on. I have many trips to go on. I have a life to live as a healthy person. I've never experienced that, being fully healthy. And this is going to be my way of doing it, which...
Yeah, and you never did it. You do it for like a couple of days and then you stop and then you repeat the process, and you've repeated it so many times that people aren't going to feel sorry for you. You know, why put something on camera and say you're going to do something if you don't intend to do it? You know, if you truly wanted to do this and lose weight, you would. I am. You know why? I truly want to do it. I truly want to lose weight. I truly am sick of being stuck in my body. I want to be able to do stuff with my life. I want to be able to live long for my sons. I don't want to be stuck in my body anymore. It's too painful to be in my body. But since I've been losing weight, I'll tell you this. I've been dancing because it's just like my bones, I feel lighter. I've been on Ozempic for 6 weeks now. I took my shot today. I'm so happy, and I'm honestly proud of myself because I am sticking to this. Because it's so important to me to stick to this. Because it's like, it's everything to me. Just stick to this diet. It's everything to me. Just stick to this diet. Just stick to not eat the carbs. To choose to eat a low-calorie diet that has no carbs and less sodium, and just try to put myself in better shape. And I'm doing it, and I'm proud of myself, and I know I can continue to do it because I've been doing it for 6 weeks. I've already, you know, they say it takes 21 days to break a habit. Well, all those eating habits that are bad that I've done, they're gone. I don't even have a desire to like eat chocolate or ice cream or you know, eat bad food. You know, like I don't keep bad food in my house either. Everything is aligned with the diet that I am supposed to be on, which is a diabetic diet, or, you know, in you know, rational terms, a lot of it is keto. A lot of it is very keto-like, you know, but I'm not doing the keto that she thought she did by like stuffing a bunch of cheese in my throat. I actually am doing correct keto, you know, leafy, fresh greens and fruits and vegetables. No, not fruits so much, but more vegetables than fruit. Let me just put that out. Diet drinks, not exactly keto per se, but, you know, I don't want my blood sugar to spike. I don't want to feel sick. I had diabetes. I had gestational diabetes in both my pregnancy, and I hated that feeling. And I don't want to feel that way. It's a horrible feeling. So, like, I could imagine why you are continuing to do this to your body when it feels icky. It feels gross. You know, you feel toxic. When, like, fast food, I don't touch fast food. Like, I refuse to touch fast food. I will not eat that high sodium, high carb, high fat shit. No. I will not. Anyway, enough about me.
I really have a firm belief in what I'm going to be embarking on. I'm going to fight tooth and nail, like I've already done a million times since waking up today, not to order food and just binge out. I want to become a more spiritual being. And
no, my vegetables, by the way, are not covered in cheese and cream and fats. Just a simple vinaigrette.
seafood.
See, look at this. 30-minute videos lecturing her viewers on pseudoscience she read from shady websites. She does this all the time, lecturing people on how to lose weight when she doesn't even apply herself, really.
In a different way. I've been filling my body with so much processed, dead, low vibrational food.
And you still are. You still are. Today, in fact, the cheese sticks with 4 tablespoons of ranch. You still are. Did you think about your health when you decided, hey, let's have fried cheese today? Did you think about it even a little? Like, oh my God, this is going to make my gallbladder feel so bad. I could possibly, like, be eventually going through liver disease, which, you know, you have fatty liver disease. And I can see it now on your face, because when you went camping, Chantal, I could see jaundice around your mouth and on the side of your face. And it scared the living shit out of me. Because I'm like, oh my God, she's killing herself. I don't know how you do it. You have to feel so awful with all that toxicity in your body. It has to feel horrible.
And these are things that I believe in. So if you don't believe in this, that's fine with you, for you. But again, this is my channel. This is...
You mean you saw one video, saw someone lose weight and was like, oh, I can do that too. Let me copy what they say, put it on a video with absolutely no intention of actually really truly doing it. Okay.
How I've always come, this is how I've come to look at food, and you'll see that in like previous videos on my channel as well. I believe in the whole like high vibrational food that...
You believe in the whole high vibrational food, then why don't you apply your belief system onto yourself? What happened to the high vibrational food, Chantal? I thought this was a belief. Or did you believe it at the time? Most beliefs linger. You know, if it's actually true belief, it's going to be there. Belief eventually comes to be knowledge. So I'm confused. Did it sound like a good idea at the time? Like, why'd you change? Why did you think this was a good thing to explain out and you didn't follow by it? I thought you wanted to feel better.
What you eat, like you are what you eat, is like an actual philosophy. So you are what you eat, you become the energy you consume, and it becomes your life. So I'm going to be...
She certainly does look like she's become what she's eaten. She certainly has.
Right now focusing on detox, because for me, I'm so addicted. I'm in the pleasure trap right now. I'm in the fat, sugar, salt trap, and I need to reset.
You still are in the sugar, fat, salt trap. You're still there in the trenches, girl. Still feeding yourself, still feeling sick, still bitching and complaining about it, and not doing anything to help yourself.
My taste buds, I need to work on eating only very foods that promote healing and health, because...
And you don't. You don't. And don't say you did for the last couple of weeks, because you haven't. You're still eating a huge amount of rice all the time, which isn't good for you because you have diabetes. You're never going to lose weight if you just continue eating the same shit foods.
I want to get rid of this weird skin thing I've got going on. I want to see if my hair will grow back. I want to lose weight. I want to beat my breathing back. There's so many things I have to do for healing. This is not just a weight loss journey. If this was just about weight loss, sure. I mean, it is about weight loss, but it's not just about weight loss. Weight loss will be a byproduct of getting healthy and resetting. But if it was just about weight loss, then I would say, okay, I'm going to eat things in moderation and, allow myself a treat meal like McDonald's or whatever, but that's all crap, and that just makes me feel crappy. And then the main reason I want to do a more cleansing kind of way of eating right now is because my stomach is all kinds of messed up. Like, I have the worst stomach pain. I have the worst...
That's because you don't have a gallbladder and you're eating cheese constantly. What the fuck do you expect to feel? Like, hello?
Nausea. I have IBS. I can hardly eat anything anymore without it sending me to the bathroom several times a day. So
then stop eating shitty food. You have no gallbladder and you have fatty liver disease. What do you expect? Your body can't process it. And not only that, you have diabetes added on to that. So your body can't process the sugars. It can't process the fat. And your face has blown up to such proportions, you're starting to look like what Tammy Slayton used to look like. Like around your brow, it's so swollen looking around your brow and your head. And the hijab isn't helping you with it because you can see how puffy you are. Whatever.
That being said, I just want to be able to put my own socks on. Again, like I can't put my own socks on.
Do you want to put on, do you have Salah put on socks for you? Does he put your hijabi on for you? Like you wanted to put socks on. I can put my socks on. I don't need people to help me with my socks. I can lift my foot up. You see? I can lift my foot up. I have no problem putting socks on because I don't have this big pregnancy gut that you have. Like,
wait for Pete to come on his break and put my socks on for me so I can do a weigh-in because my feet are nasty because...
Look at that leg! Look at the diabetes! It's gotten worse. You don't even show your feet now because they're so bad. Do you want to lose your feet? You want to lose your legs? It looks like it's up your upper calf too. This was years ago, and it's worse now. Like, if me being mean is going to help you decide to frickin' do it and lose weight, I'm willing to be the bad guy in your life. I'm willing to do it to save your fucking life because you don't listen to me when I'm nice to you. Obviously, you liked the money I was giving you. And that's why you used me. You didn't want a true friend to tell you when you're fucking up. My legs don't look like that. My legs aren't being eaten because I can't. You know, looking at her leg, how scary that looks. It's so scary to look at her legs. She's not on a journey, though. Strawberries and cream. She's not on a journey. She's lying to the Beezers about this journey. She doesn't give a shit what she's doing with her life. She makes you believe that, though. But if things don't improve, like when I was diagnosed with diabetes 6 weeks ago, it scared the living shit out of me. And I was like, oh my God, I have to change my life. I have to change this around. I'm not going to do this to myself. I'm not going to do this to myself. Do you know how easy it is, Chantel, to go in a coma when your blood sugar is so high? Like, do you want to go through organ failure?
I don't take care of them. So now for content on my video, I think that probably best for me to just vlog my life away. Vlog this journey, the ups, the downs, the ugly, the raw. I mean, you know, so if my journey can help anybody going through it, and I know there's a lot of you, then This will be worth it. So if you're here on this journey with me, I appreciate
you journey with me. This, dude, strawberries and cream, this is proof, okay? This was 5 years ago, her saying, go on this journey with me. Okay? And this wasn't the last time she did this either. She's been doing this stuff for years. The same thing. Go on this weight loss journey with me. But she doesn't do it. I never went on a weight loss journey. I was just like, I'm doomed. I'm fucked. There's nothing I can do with my life. I might as well just fucking say fuck it. That's the mentality I had in my head. I had the same mentality as her. I don't have that anymore. Because I go to therapy. I go to my doctor. I legitimately want to save my life. Like, that diabetes diagnosis scared the shit out of me. Like, no, I'm never gonna go back to that lifestyle. Because it never made me feel good. And me being lighter now, I feel so good. I lost 20 pounds before my last doctor's appointment. I lost 20 pounds by myself. I was like, I gotta do this shit. And then I was diagnosed with diabetes. I'm like, whoa. But the thing is, I started eating right because it was like, I don't feel good. Something's not right. You know? And I like, I feel bad. I feel bad for her. But she doesn't care. So should I feel bad for her?
It's going to be a positive journey. So I'm going to wake up every day and really try to get the best out of my life instead of just sleeping and eating it away. And I don't know exactly what that's going to look like every day. So all that to say, I'm going to do a weigh-in so that I have a starting point. Once I get some socks on, no makeup on, I want my face to just absorb the moisturizer I put on it. Same with my hair. It is too hot. I'm thinking of chopping my hair off for the summer, honestly, like getting a haircut for the summer because...
Oh, you shaved your head bald, girl. You shaved your head bald. And you didn't shave your head bald because you were sick of your hair. You shaved your head bald so you could put on wigs that you never took care of. Whatever.
I'm gonna have some oranges. Lots of vitamin C, lots of...
No! 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 Put the oranges away and give them to Pete's. Oranges are the worst thing you could possibly have when you have diabetes. The worst. I wouldn't touch an orange. Oh my God, you know how sick that would make me feel? I'd feel like I was about to die. Oh my God, I'm gonna black out and go in a coma. No. 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 Ugh.
Hydration. This is the first thing I'm going to eat, so I'm going to slice up some oranges and have those. Yes, this is going to be a drastic change, and I was going to do the whole weaning thing, but that's not going to work for me.
No. If you actually were taking your blood sugar seriously, Chantel, instead of you would actually research what kind of fruits are actually good for your blood sugar and for people who have diabetes, and that's berries. Berries are very low on the glycemic index. You want me to prove it? What fruits should I eat on diabetes? It says oranges here, but that's high fiber fruits. These fruits can help slow blood sugar spikes. It says oranges, but it's bad for you. I wouldn't touch them. Low sugar. See, this is what I'm talking about. These are high sugar. Oranges aren't the best. The low sugar fruits, that's what you should stick with. lemons, limes, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries. Those type of things is what you should stick with. I don't agree with this. The apples, the pears, the oranges, that will spike your blood sugar. Okay? Have in moderation. Okay? Have these in moderation. Okay? But if your blood sugar is like really low and you feel like you're going to pass out, have an orange. But only for that. Other than that, avoid these. Okay? These are okay fruits. The cherries, the plums, grapefruit, the peaches, the kiwi. Those are low. Okay? The only reason why they say these fruits help slow blood sugar spikes is because they're so high in fiber, which your body digests faster. Okay? You know, go to a dietitian, and not for one day, but continually go to a dietitian and you will learn this stuff. Get educated.
Because it's still, I need to completely be abstinent of food that I'm addicted to. I can't have a little bit, you know. With a food addict, it's like, how successful would an alcoholic be if they had to have their drug of choice every day? You know, that's how I have to treat it. These foods are a drug for me, and I have to eat clean. And over the subsequent days, those cravings will tone down as my palate resets, and that's what I have.
Girl, you're still eating the same shit today. Pretty much. You're just saying this to get brownie points. You aren't saying it because you're actually taking it seriously. And you keep doing this. And I'm sick of it at this point. Of watching the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's like your content repeats itself. Like you have repeats. But you like reboot your repeats. You know?
Have to do. I realize that now after trying to do moderation, trying to do intermittent fast, but still do mukbangs, because mukbangs were my livelihood, right? But
yeah, you still doing mukbangs. Why not do a mukbang by eating a salad or, you know, having some baked chicken with with something that's with a side that's low on the glycemic index, you know, and right proportion sizes.
A lot of you have really enjoyed my travel vlog, and so that's very positive. You know, I was worried that that video would get like 2,000 views or something, but I'm going to focus more on, I'm not going to really try not to focus on the numbers right now. This is my life, this is my health, and this is going to be so worth it. So
yeah, except you did it for 2 days and then stopped it and acted like you're like so superior in what you're doing, but you don't continue doing what you're doing. You're not consistent. You're never going to lose weight if you're not consistent with your behavior and your food relationship. You know, ever thought, since you're in this constant food relationship, maybe you should break up with some of the foods you're in a relationship with? Like, legitly break up with it. Look at it as like a abusive ex. That all it's going to do is harm you. Like, I know I got, like, these, snow caps in my cabinet. You know how long that's been in my cabinet? Since Halloween. I haven't touched them. But I got them for Halloween. But I haven't touched them. You know why? Because I know it's not going to make me feel good. So it's just going to sit there in the cabinet, these snow caps in the cabinet. I'm not going to touch it because I know it's going to make me feel bad. I know it's going to make me want to vom. I know it's going to upset my stomach. I'm not going to touch them. You see how she has to lift her gut to wash the dishes? Like, It's gross. Anyway.
This is the shirt, the tank top.
See, this was in 2023. She still looks the same, but she actually looks thinner back when this was taped, the old video, compared to it now. She looks thinner then. She's gotten a lot bigger since she's been in Kuwait. A lot bigger. I mean, how long do you want to look like you're 9 months pregnant, Chantal? I don't want to look like that. I don't. All it's gonna do is kill you.
I think each orange has just under 100 calories, but I'm not really counting calories. I'm just trying to eat when I'm actually hungry. And I do know the feeling of actual hunger.
How about not eat oranges? Super sugar oranges. Okay. I'm gonna have 3 oranges. Really? Okay. Versus
just cravings. I do know that, which is fortunate for me. So, this is pretty much the only produce I have right now, so I need to go buy some more, like I said. So I'm gonna eat these oranges, and I'll see you guys soon. Microwaved, because it's faster. It took like under 10 minutes.
Wait, I thought that was the only produce you have, and now you have sweet potatoes? 2 sweet potatoes. How much sugar is in 3 sweet or blah, blah, blah. I did that wrong. Let's go back. How much sugar is in 3? I keep saying 3. Holy shit, Shannon, get your shit together. How much sugar is in 2 sweet potatoes?
There are 6 grams of sugar in 1 cup of cubed raw sweet potato.
Are sweet potatoes good for diabetics? It's a great food for people with diabetes. 6 grams is not bad. But that's 1 cup. You got about 3 cups there. So that's about 18 grams of sugar in your sweet potatoes. Okay? Is it okay to eat 2 sweet potatoes? They're generally safe to eat daily, especially if you eat them with calcium to prevent calcium oxalate kidney stones. So you should be like having a glass of milk with this. Fat-free milk. Maybe some leafy greens that has calcium in it. You know? Not iceberg lettuce. You want leafy greens. Like green.
Minutes to cook these 2. 2 sweet potatoes. I had 2 oranges only.
But there's 4. Yeah,
Some
right?
Cashew butter, pretty much made with cashews, coconut oil. It's actually a fat that doesn't upset my stomach. Certain fats, because I don't have a gallbladder.
Then why do you use butter now all the time? See, you realize, oh, I have gallbladder problems. I don't have a gallbladder. But now you're consuming a bunch of cheese and butter all the time. Okay.
Butter. I have to be really careful. So like when you guys would see me eat like pizza full of cheese, like extra cheese and ranch, I suffered for it all night. And I mean all night. I'm gonna try to eat food in their most natural form as often as I can, because that's the whole point of this.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Your favorite type of food is deep fried crap.
Whole detox process is to reset my taste buds. So even this was kind of pushing it, but I love sweet. I love squashes and root vegetables. Beauty bite, even though you probably don't want it. It's food, right? What makes the food enjoyable? When I'm eating really healthy food is looking up prior to eating it what nutrient profile it has, what it can offer my body as fuel. I'll be good after this because natural food, I obviously don't want to binge on, you know? Like, but that's just me.
Interesting. Natural food is a no-go on the binges. High fatty, sugary foods, okay with the binges. You know, it'd probably be better for you to binge on fruits and vegetables than what you're eating now to binge on. The chips and the chocolates and the cheese.
Some people do. Obviously this meal would have been better if I had some like steamed greens with some apple cider vinegar or some other stuff, like some nuts or I don't know. But this is all I have for produce. I'm gonna do a weigh-in right now, even though I just ate. If anything, maybe a slight fluctuation, but whatever. So I'm gonna get on my scale and see what I weigh and mark it on my calendar. Let's get to. Gotta put all these cardboard boxes, they keep piling up as I order things. All right, that's 0. $3.99. Lovely.
You know, doesn't it make you feel bad when you weigh that much? Like, I know I feel bad when I look at the scale and it's like super high and I'm like, oh God, I did it again. Makes me feel bad. Like, now I'm stepping on the scale and it's just weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. You know?
That was obvious sarcasm. So I'm gonna mark it down. I will not be getting any higher than that. That is the highest I've ever weighed. And I'm not gonna go any higher than that.
You're not going to go any higher than that. You know, you just recently lost a bunch of weight, and then what did you do? You started binging again, and you gained it all back. Like, ugh.
I won't do, babes. I won't do. Potatoes are really filling. That's why I like eating them. I'm pretty full right now. All right, so let's go get some groceries, some healthy food, and come back here and cook it. Let's go. So, as you can see here, I have a beautiful staircase.
See, me, I can't even go up the stairs. My legs will not allow me to go up the stairs. My knees are shit. I need a double knee replacement. But I'm waiting for the doctors to give me a go. But before you get a double knee replacement, you gotta lose excess weight. That's the truth. They don't want the they don't want you to increase in weight because it could be serious complications when you have the surgery.
And I'm getting winded just standing here. I'm going to use these stairs to my advantage by going up and down them a couple of times. I'm going to do it 3 times right now, but I'm going to take a break in between each one. So this is going to be hard because my knees hurt. I'm out of breath. I'm carrying over 250 pounds of excess weight on my frame, so, which is not a large frame, and I'm only 5'2".
No, it's about, you're at 400, you're like 5'1", so it's more than 250. It's more around 300 pounds overweight. You should be about 110, 120 at your height. See, I can relate to that. I can relate going up the stairs, being completely out of breath, completely exhausted. This is why I liked her content. This is why I was so friendly with her over the years. It's because I could relate to this stuff. But her doing this cycle has done damage to people who want to lose weight, but they listen to her, and it's just, I was stupid. Like, I'm just gonna straight up say it. I was stupid. You know, and I feel bad that I feel bad that I did what I did to my body, and I feel bad that I let it on and let it go for so long. Now I'm not, you know, but I still feel bad about it. I know her doxing me was too far. Yeah, you see, this is why people question the scale thing, because she looks thinner in this video here than she does here. This is why people question you, Chantel. You're obviously in worse health. Could you go up those stairs now? Like that?
I'm just gonna do once for now. Try to make it my goal to increase how much I can do it. So I'm gonna take a break, wait for my headache. I have a bad headache when I upon exertion, and I don't think that's a good thing.
See, this is why I don't do weight loss content. I would never want to put myself and my vulnerabilities on camera like that. Like, I wouldn't do that. I think this is a personal thing in losing weight. I feel like you're bound to relapse if you do it just for videos. Like, and you're not being genuine to yourself if you're just doing it for videos and not actually taking it seriously.
It could be a sign of like hypertension, high blood pressure. Hypertension is high blood pressure. Now the nurse
No shit.
took my blood pressure last week, and it was like 101 was the top number, which I don't think it really worked properly, because then she took it again a couple days ago and it was like 158, and that's high. It's supposed to be below 120 for the top number. So getting headaches when you're doing exercise can be a sign of that, the nurse said, but don't self-diagnose yourself. But I do eat a lot of...
You self-diagnose yourself and Julia all the time. You still self-diagnosing yourself when you could just simply go to the doctor and let professionals help you. You know, there's no shame in getting help. There's no shame in going to a professional and being like, I'm dying. Can you help me from not dying? There's no shame in that. But for some reason, you, like, in your head, you have this shame of getting proper help that you need. Before I got my nurses to come over and help me, they told me to straight to my face, like, bluntly, you know, you doing it all by yourself for years, you were actually neglecting your own self. You were self-neglecting yourself. And I never saw it that way. I just thought I was being tough and just doing it like I could do it myself. Yeah, no. No, you can't. When you're as big as me and Chantel, you can't possibly do it yourself. You're going to have professional help. Period. You know, people who's going to monitor your blood pressure, your blood sugars, monitor your breathing, monitor just, you know, the habits that aren't good for you, you know, and then redirect you to what is proper.
Of sodium and a lot of processed takeout, so that would definitely be a contributing factor, which obviously I'm ready to do another layer on the stairs. I'm miserable.
You still are miserable. That's why you decided to attack me and everyone in your chat for disagreeing with you about your cat. You still are miserable. Hurt people. You know?
I was in a good mood until I went grocery shopping. I hate grocery shopping! And I look so fat right now. I'm really trying to be more peaceful. And I've been watching, I got pulp and press, apple, cucumber, pineapple, lemon, kale, and spirulina juice. I've been craving the green juice. And I have to order a new juicer, which I'll do tonight, maybe. So I'll do grocery shopping when I get home, and then I'm going to make one more meal.
You had to show Nader with the juices. He makes juices at pretty much juice, smoothie, whatever you call it, at pretty much every stream he does. He does. He eats very healthy. And she started losing weight when she was eating Nader's food. Well, until she decided, I'm going to sneak out and eat a bunch of fucking nashies. There's that.
And then that's going to be it for me. I'm actually not really hungry. Those sweet potatoes and oranges were enough. I'm trying to get out of that mindset that this is not enough. You know, this food is not enough. It is, if you really think, am I really hungry? I was more wanting to drink something. So, okay, there was a really cute, very nice, and I've seen him before, and one time I went in, I wasn't as heavy, but I went in, I think I was like 50 pounds lighter a while ago. I went in and had my eyelashes on, it looked all cute, and I remember us like making eye contact, kind of, but that was it, because I was...
Jesus, you're a fucking teenager. Oh, we made eye contact. Me and this guy... we're gonna get married, I swear to God, me and this guy, you know, because we made eye contact, and I know he thinks I'm hot. Oh, God. Desperate. Anyway. Frankly, Chantel, you would have done better if you just went back to Pete's and let him love you the way he does love you.
Right, so I wouldn't, you know, that's as far as it would go. But I just couldn't, he had the nicest eyes, like just friendly eyes. He's an African man, another West African man. I just have like this, I don't know, this natural attraction to like African men. I don't know why, but.
Not anymore. Now it's Muslim men. Ever since you met Nader, it's been nothing but Muslim men.
He talked to me today. He was like, how are you? He opened up his cash just for me. And I was like they opened up their cash. They saw me waiting there, probably huffing and puffing and sweating buckets. They probably felt bad. Let's open the cash for this poor fat lady before she croaks. And I said, watch it be that guy, because I saw him walking around the store. Sure enough, it was him. So I'm probably gonna. I'm like red as a friggin' tomato right now. Okay.
Oh, you're a lot redder now, girl. A lot redder, because now the liver disease has gotten worse, and you're showing symptoms of jaundice. And it's pretty scary to see.
Okay, they're just lighting. No, I'm still red as a tomato. So anyways, and he saw my plantains in the grocery order, and he's like, oh, you like plantains? And I was like, oh, he doesn't watch my videos. Oh my god. Nope. So I'm like, yeah, I love plantains. And he's like, oh, well, what do you cook them with? I said, well, I have some friends who are from Senegal, BB, so I like to cook West African dishes. And he's like, oh, I'm from Ghana. So in Ghana's West Africa, right? So anyways, it was so funny. Anyway, he has like gorgeous hands. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I look at a dude, but I love hands on men. Just like nice big hands. Anyways.
I like hands on men? That's what you're attracted to, is hands. Like this, you're so superficial when it comes to guys. You think a relationship should just involve looks? Like, you've said this in your stream, in one of your recent streams, that all Salah has to do is pay the rent and look pretty. Like, where's the love? Like, I would want more from my spouse than just to look pretty. Where's the camaraderie, the understanding, the passion?
I'm just being a friggin', you know, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. So hopefully, I keep thinking of that as motivation too, right? Because eating really, really healthy, it like awakens, like it's spiritual for me. I know you can make fun of me all you want, but it is. Food is spiritual. It makes me feel well.
So now that you're eating junk constantly, does that mean you're spiritually dark and in low vibrations? Is that why you're such a bitch lately toward people? Is your low vibrational food that you shovel in your mouth? Is that what it is? I don't know. You said it's spiritual to eat food. Like, who fucking says that it's spiritual to eat food? Islam's spiritual to you too, because you can hide your fat rolls with it and put on the hijab and put on your shamuta makeup and and act like a total hypocrite while pretending to be pious at the same time. Like, I'm not pious. I know I'm not pious. I know I'm shit. Okay? So, like, I like, come on, girl.
And more sexual and just more awakened in every sense.
I'll just move forward with that.
I've been watching Kashi Star, formerly known as Divine Munchies. I've been watching her vlogs. I like them so much more than Kashi stopped her mukbangs. She used to have so many views and subscribers because of her. She would eat massive amounts of food, but she has a binge eating problem, and so she had to stop that, which she did the right thing. And she's reinventing herself, reinventing her channel. So I love her vlogs, man. It's just so her. Like, she's being true to herself. She's so healthy, like her.
Yeah, but you don't do it. Like, you're saying you love these people. They inspire me, but like, can you keep the energy going? Can you continue down your spiritual path of food enlightenment? I don't know.
The way she eats, and she posted part of a video from a guy. I'll post it here on the screen, and if I remember, I'll really try to remember to link his channel in the description.
Swami Mukundana Anda. So you were looking, before you became Muslim, you were looking down the Hindu paths of spiritualism. Was it just one video and it just was like, wow, I can do this, and then you decided, like, food's more important? I don't know.
But he's a yog? Is it yog? Y-O-G? Anyways, I was watching this man.
It's called a yogi.
his videos, his teachings, and I got goosebumps. Like I almost started crying. I was like, why is what he's saying bringing up an emotional response in me? That's
because you know what he's saying about food is right, and you feel guilty, and you know you're fucking up your life, but you continue to fuck up your life because you like to be satisfied right away instead of waiting for the rewards down in the future. That's why.
You know, it's just really interesting. And I was like, he was talking about, it's just like, oh my God. So desires. And he used an example of desire. So it's like a man who desired lots of ice cream. And he decided to go for a walk so he could build up an appetite. He bought all this ice cream. He was going to eat it. And for me, it would be binge food. When he got home...
Yeah, because if you exercise more, you can eat more, right, Chantal? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, shit, girl.
His wife shot it in the garbage, and he said, why did you do that? He got so angry. And she said, you have high cholesterol, I'm worried about you. And he said, where did the anger come from? Because of the desire. And the desire, you know, it creates greed, because let's say he had gotten his way and he got to eat the ice cream and it wasn't thrown out by his wife. And
yeah, your desire to eat all the fatty, sugary, disgusting foods, your desire is killing you and you're too greedy. Like, can you be a little selfless here? Can you let Salah have his bag of candy bars without you touching it? Can you let your man have a bag of chips without you eating it? Can you do that? Are you strong enough? Will you share?
He would have eaten 5 spoonfuls, and then he would say, okay, I've had 5 spoonfuls, is that enough? No. So he eats 10, then 25. And then he's like, okay, I've had enough for now, but maybe the next day I'll want more. So it just creates greed because you just keep wanting more and more. And
exactly, Teardrop. I was actually watching Jordy today, and he was talking about making an exactly Teardrop shirt. I want to buy that shirt. I want an exactly Teardrop shirt myself. Like, sorry.
That just hit home for me, that there's no point. It's not worth it. The momentary the momentary satisfaction I'm getting from eating food, because it's like when it's finished, I just always want more, and I can't keep eating and eating and eating. So,
but you have continued to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Like, why don't, like, do you hear these things? It inspires you and, like, chuck it out of the window? When you, oh, why are you even talking about this when you know the probability of your failure is great?
So it's just like, it's just, you know, it doesn't ever fully satisfy you. It's always, you're always going to want more and more and more and more. And that's where the greed comes in, and that's where, you know, it's just...
Like, why? You are saying the right things. You like to talk, but walking the walk, you won't do.
It's just never ending.
All right, so that's that video. It is never ending because you just won't have self-control. Now, this video is about phase 2 of the Chantel cycle, the foodie beauty cycle. And if you're newbies there, you're gonna find out that this is actually a real thing that she does. You know, this is what she does for money. This is what she does for attention. This is what she does to make it seem that she's in this righteous phase of life. But it's all a facade. It's all a facade so people can continue to come in her channel, and then they get sick of her crap and they fall off. And then someone hears, oh, she's finally going to lose weight. And it continues again.
Hello, foodie beauties. I also want to weigh myself and see if I've even dropped a couple pounds, a few pounds, whatever. After that, probably do a weekly weigh-in. Let's get to. All right, I'm gonna weigh myself. Hello. I'm gonna weigh myself in my bathroom.
Like everyone was I remember this time. Everyone was like, oh, I'm so proud of you. You could do this, girl. You could do this, girl. You could do this, girl. But you know what it is? I think I know what her like point where she transitions to phase 2. It always starts with the scale. She goes on the scale. She notices she starts losing weight. She's done this recently, by the way. She realizes she loses a little bit of weight, like 10 pounds. It may be water weight due to your hypertension. You know, you can gain 10 pounds overnight, or you could lose 10 pounds overweight based on where you are with your blood pressure. That's why they monitor your blood pressure if you're, a nurse, because what they're doing is they're seeing if you're gaining weight to see if your hypertension is going out of whack. So, like, she sees a little weight loss, and then she rewards herself with food. Oh, I can eat. I'm losing weight. No.
On the main level, so you can't see how messy my kitchen is. Hope you can hear the scale. I keep it in here now. All right.
Body weight is 391.8 pounds. Body weight is 300.
See, you lost about 8 pounds there. Everyone's like, did she mess with the scale? I'm not going there with the scale thing, but it's like you lost 8 pounds. Continue doing what you're doing. Eat the freaking good foods. It works. It works. I know. It works. I'm doing it.
91.8 pounds.
Okay, let me do that again, because that's pretty awesome.
Body weight is 390.8 pounds. Body weight is 390.8 pounds.
That's pretty awesome. That's when they weighed me at the hospital, I was 400, I think 0.4. I'm just gonna take it one meal at a time today. For breakfast, I already reached for my Uber Eats and was like, oh man, looking at all these crepes for breakfast. I wanted to order from Cora.
See, Chantel, why don't you? So it's not on your mind? Why not uninstall the Uber Eats and the DoorDash? Why not uninstall that app so it's not on your mind? Out of sight, out of mind. Why buy the shitty food? Don't buy the shitty food. Don't go on the apps. Ignore it. And continue to be consistent in eating good, healthy food with wonderful proportion sizes. Proper proportion sizes.
Coffee and a crepe with chocolate and fruit and then like sausage and eggs. And then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make my own breakfast. I'm just taking it one meal at a time, saying no, and trying to come up with my alternative. So, so this is from Mucho Burrito.
And now she ordered takeout. See, like I said, a couple days she's on it and then she quits. How many times do you have to see her going on this journey? She eats healthy for a couple days and then she quits. And then it happens again. She starts making her excuses on why she can have the chips, why she can have the chocolate. She's going to do it here.
This is my lunch. I ate breakfast at 8? It is 2:49. That breakfast held me over. And I'm just really trying to listen to my body, and like when I'm really hungry, I'll eat. But when I got my blood done. So this is a 15 calories meal. I'm not gonna lie and pretend that I'm gonna cut out all takeout.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna cut out all takeout. Didn't she say that a few weeks ago? I'm not gonna get any more takeout. I'm gonna cook at home. Do you see? This was a few years ago when this happened. She binged after breakfast, I guarantee it. And now she needs more. More
I don't think I can do that cold turkey, honestly. And what I'm going for is changes I can be consistent with, and using my FitnessPal, and that's where I'm starting. So I know it looks like a mess. This is a burrito bowl. It has brown rice, pinto beans, guacamole, cilantro, burrito sauce, grilled chicken, salsa, pico, and each item had calories beside it, so I added it up. This whole thing is like 620 calories.
620 calories for a meal is too many calories. It should be consistently around like 300 to 400 calories. You're 200 calories off, girl, in order to lose weight. Most people who want to lose weight have to be on a 1,200 calorie diet, which means you can only do the 400 calories 3 times a day. But whatever. This is my lunch, guys.
So
yeah, exactly. But how much carbs and fat is in it? How much, better yet, how much sodium is in it? Because all you're going to do, because I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot of sodium in that shit. Which means her cells are going to expand.
yes. So depending, I can adjust my dinner later. Oh, it has peppers and onions. I don't know. I can make this. But
you should have made it. Well, no, you probably wouldn't. You probably put even more freaking sodium in it than's probably in it. Knowing you with your addiction to sodium. Because you gotta put freaking bouillon in everything. And that's like the worst thing you could eat. Like, you ever heard of Mrs. Dash? Why not replace the sodium with Mrs. Dash? Way better for you, girl.
I want to. I don't have the ingredients right now anyway. I want to say, I did eat out a couple of times recently. Not the healthiest food, but what I did was I ate like half of the portion, maybe even less. So there was like a lot of time in between the meals, and I still lost that weight. Right now, I just want to lose some weight so I can repair my liver and stuff like that, so.
I mean, this is her issues. Extreme fatty liver, pulmonary embolism, diabetes, asthma, sleep apnea, hypertension, hormonal issues. Okay? Like, I have things that I will never, diseases that I will never get rid of. I will always have osteo. I will always have fibromyalgia. I will always have these things. These are things you can correct with your diet. Your sleep apnea would disappear. If you lost the weight, you wouldn't have so much pressure on your lungs. Your hormonal issues would correct itself. You'd get hair. Your diabetes would correct itself. Your asthma would improve. Like, all of this stuff you could control with your diet. That's why people don't take you seriously. Because you complain about being so sick, but you don't do anything to help your sickness.
Reverse some of these illnesses.
Boy, this is feeling good. I've been sitting on this shit for so long. I've been wanting to say this shit for so long, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want her to yell at me. I didn't want her to be a bitch toward me for me just trying to help the girl. I failed as a friend toward her. Let me just be honest. I failed. I wasn't honest. And I enabled a lot of it. And I apologize for that. I apologize that I wasn't a good friend. Sometimes the best friends you can have are those who tell you, girl, you're fucking your life up. You're fucking your life up.
Even if you make it homemade, there's just something about getting it out, you know? That's what I love to do. I guess what I'm trying to do is probably have the best of both worlds. Just trying to do what I can. Like I said with the...
You want the best of both worlds. Well, you know what? In the Bible, it says you can't love money and love God. You're either gonna love one and hate the other. You can't have the best of two worlds. You gotta make a fucking choice instead of being a bench sitter. Okay? Instead of just sitting on that fence, sitting on that bench and just letting the wind take you here and though. This cycle that she does has frustrated me for so long because it's like I legitly have tried. And I cut so much shit out of my diet to try, to attempt. I'm not failing. I think the last serious approach I took at me losing weight was when I was... I say probably 34. And I just was like, fuck it. Not anymore, though. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna lose the weight. I'm going to fix my fucking self as much as I possibly can, because I cannot stand living trapped in this body anymore. I want to live. Don't you want to live? Don't you want to be able to travel without feeling pain or feeling fatigue? Don't you want that? But is traveling just about food with you? Or is it about actually looking at beautiful architecture and experience another culture? Does it have to be about food?
You have right now, and
I know I put a post up a while ago about making drastic changes, and you know what? That's part of my disorder, is just going from black and white extremes, and that's also, again, in therapy, what I'm going to be working to get away from in order to...
That's a lie! That's a lie! You went to a therapist once, and you quit because you don't like feeling vulnerable. Well, tough tish, Chantel. In order to go to therapy, you have to be vulnerable. How is the doctor going to fix you if you're not vulnerable and deal with issues? It's going to feel icky at the beginning, but when you start improving, when you start seeing the benefit of therapy, it's so worth it.
Have a repaired relationship with food, because no matter what diet you go on, if you don't repair your relationship with food, it's going to make relapses a lot more likely.
Yeah, exactly. I have binge eating disorder. Could a drug addict take drugs in moderation? No. No. Drug addicts have to quit doing the drugs. Like, you have to quit junk food. I mean, that's your only problem. It's the junky shit. If you just stop eating the crap, you'll feel better. I promise you, you would feel better. You'd be in a better attitude, a better mood. You'll feel lighter. You'll actually want to move. I'm waking up and dancing. I'm dancing because I'm feeling light. You know, I start the day with doing a little yoga. And then, you know, I put some music on and I do a little bit of a dance. You know, am I in my chair? Absolutely. My legs don't work very well. But you know what? I'm still getting that exercise. I'm still taking the time out. Like, if I am doing it, you can do it. I am a fuck up. And I'm doing it. You can too.
From experience, just from what I'm learning. So diet-wise, how I'm doing with eating, I'll probably talk less about it on my channel in regards to weight loss and stuff like that, only because I feel a lot of the time when I bring that subject up again, I figured out that what bothers me about it is I'm always justifying my choices. I find myself...
you're always justifying your choices, but yet you come to me and saying that me having fibromyalgia, a debilitating disease, is an excuse when everything you have that's wrong with you is fixable? How do you work that shit out in your head? You're saying I use excuses because I say I have fibromyalgia. It literally makes everyday tasks difficult and painful process. You have these things that you can help yourself with. Help yourself. Love yourself enough to take care of yourself. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you certainly can't take care of others. I know that for a fact. You know those children you like to talk about? My children? I couldn't help myself. I knew I couldn't take care of them, so I gave them to someone who could take care of them properly while I'm trying to fix myself.
Always justifying my choices. I always find myself justifying what I'm eating, and that kind of justification, it can be toxic, and I'm trying to, work with a therapist to get away.
No, you're not trying. You're trying to work with a therapist. Oh, so you're thinking. See, her saying I'm trying to work with a therapist is code for I'm thinking about working with a therapist. Because if you were, you wouldn't say I'm trying to work with a therapist. You would be like, I am working with a therapist.
Away from that feeling of shame with food. So the problem is everybody has a different opinion on what is healthy, on what someone should eat to lose weight. I almost feel like I get told off, I guess, in a sense, by a lot of people, like, what are you doing? No, don't eat that. That has too many carbs. Or it's just like, I just envision the tone. And I guess with writing a comment, the tone doesn't really come through as well as, maybe sometimes people don't mean to sound that way. But I'm just going to stop justifying what...
Do I read the Bible? Yeah, I've read the Bible on stream for years. Yeah. Very much have read the Bible several times in my life. It's my favorite book. You need proof?
Eating or what I'm doing. So I just want to say that sometimes, yes, you see me eat Chinese food, you see me eat pizza, and I'm not making excuses for what I'm eating. It's just that...
Yes, you are making excuses about what you're eating. You're absolutely absolutely using excuses on why you're eating. Your excuse right now is it's not logical to eat healthy foods. You know, you got to have a balance between the junk and the healthy foods. It's not realistic. That's your excuse. And the people who've actually done it and done the work are insulted by your logic.
I'm having a really hard time with extremes and completely eliminating things immediately from my diet. And I'm very impulsive. So a lot of...
Yeah. If you're impulsive, you probably should get checked. You know, I've been saying you have borderline personality disorder forever. You know why I'm pretty sure you have borderline personality disorder? Because of your impulse issues. Because how you think someone giving you advice is them attacking you. A bunch of other reasons. Your hypersexuality that you have. Yeah, it all works in the DSM.
All the time I announce things, and that has always been to my detriment. So, I don't know, hopefully I learn one day that not to be so impulsive, but again, you know.
Yeah, you didn't. You didn't. You're still impulsive. Look how impulsive you were with me. You know, people came in your chat, said Shanny's speaking crap about you, and all I was doing on my community tab was talking about spay and neuter in your pets. I'm sorry I gave you the Bob Barker effect. Ooh.
No, it's something I have to work on. It's something I have to learn to improve. We all have room for improvement. We all have flaws. And for me, being impulsive is definitely one of those things. All right, enough rambling, and I will see you guys.
It is ridiculous that an overweight person is told what to do or what they can and cannot eat, what they can and cannot wear on a public platform.
Well, maybe it's because you keep talking about this weight loss journey that you've been talking about for 7 years now? And you keep going back on the decisions you said out of your mouth in front of your audience, and your audience was very excited about you actually taking your health seriously, and then you backtrack on taking your health seriously, and yeah, it would get you criticism for that. Because you say one thing with one side of your mouth, and then you say another with the other side of your mouth. You know, it says in the Bible that a two-faced person is an unstable man, or a double-minded person is an unstable man, or, well, I guess in this case, woman. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You just can't. You just gotta say, hello, cake. You used to be so tasty to me. And I loved you so much, and you give me so much joy and endorphin rushes. But cake, after I eat you, you make me feel sick, and you make me gain a bunch of weight. I'm sorry, it's not you, it's me. I think we gotta break up. Have you ever looked in the mirror and tried to do a self-affirmation like that? To actually legitly tell yourself you're breaking up with food? I think that would be good for you. There's your homework. Is you go in your mirror, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you say why you're breaking up with the foods that's caused you so much turmoil over your life.
It is ridiculous that people mental illness shame others. When you say things...
People are not mental illness shaming you if you say you're going to do one thing and do the other. That's them being confused on why you're not consistent. It makes you look like a liar, and you lack integrity.
Things like, she's manic, she's bipolar. You're saying it in a derogatory, condescending way. And if I was...
Maybe they just saw that you were being manic and bipolar and just pointed it out, and you think they're saying it in a condescending way. because you don't like being told what to do. We gotta break up. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Ribs. Chili, baby back ribs. That's funny, actually.
And if I did have that mental illness, what's your point? Why are you mental illness shaming? Don't use it as an insult. How is it okay for skinny mukbangers to gorge on thousands of calories?
It's not good for skinny mukbangers to gorge on 1,000 calories. You remember when Nick Ocado came back and then he did the videos with Hungry Fat Chick and he was like gorging on a bunch of meat with Hungry Fat Chick? In my head, when I was seeing that, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, Nick? You lost all this weight and now you're back to gorging again? Stop it. Eat a salad, Nick.
But it's not okay for me to eat any fucking thing other than salad and lean protein. How is it that people have an issue with me eating corn tortilla chips, but don't have an issue with people eating fucking bacon and cheese and waffles just because they're on...
You eat bacon, cheese, and waffles and tortilla chips? Like, girl, why not eat a carrot? Oh, girl, you're never gonna change. You never have.
On a keto diet because it's a trendy diet. How is that okay? I've turned comments off again because the minute I open them up, it's just constant negativity about what I'm eating. And
probably because you've let people down so many times. They're sick of the freaking excuses and they're sick of the bullshit of you saying you're gonna lose weight. You do it for 2 days and get people all excited. And you get a bunch of axe pats, and then you're like, oh, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I need this junk food, okay? It's not realistic for me to have this junk food. It's not realistic for me to eat this stuff. You know, I need to eat. People need to eat to live. Then eat to live instead of living to eat.
And shaming me for what I'm eating, like that fucking helps. I've said so many times before.
Well, how do you expect people to frickin', they see that you're going in this decline in your health, and you expect everyone to be like, good job, Chantel. Do you want participation awards? Is that what it is? You say you're going to do something and you need a participation award instead of actually doing the work to get an actual reward, not some pussy-ass liberal shit?
It's my life. Let me fucking live it the way I want to. If you have a problem with it, then just leave my channel. I'm keeping comments off. I don't know. I hope for a long time because honestly, I'm so much fucking happier when I don't have to listen to it. When I don't have to hear people judging me.
Yeah, you know what? It's hard when people judge you, isn't it? Like how you judge me? It's hard. It hurts. Why is it that you have to why is it you have to quit your diet and eat junky food just because other people on the internet are telling you, dude, why are you eating that? You said you were going to lose weight. Why do you take such offense to it? Is it you really being mad at your audience, or is it more you being mad at yourself and projecting that anger on them because you're guilty and you feel bad that you lack self-control?
For what I eat just because I'm fat. I'm so much
It's
happier.
not because you're fat. It's because you said you're going on a weight loss journey and then you backtrack on it. That's why. It has nothing to do with you being fat.
When they're off, I just feel like I can say what I want, I can do what I want, and I don't have to hear it from complete strangers who just want to shame me for something that really has no effect on them at all. You don't.
No, you're right. You're right. Your weight gain or weight loss has nothing to do with my life. Absolutely. But when you tell your audience you're going to do something and it's a spiritual awakening thing and you really truly believe this, and then you backtrack it, you expect people to be silent and not be like, wait, what the fuck? What do you want? What do you want? Like, do you like it when someone says they're going to do something and then they don't do it? I don't think anyone likes that. It sounds like you're a liar. It makes you look like a liar. Get it?
I know the full story on my health. You don't know everything. You don't know what I'm working on in therapy. You don't know my real blood sugar levels. You only know what I told you.
Oh, you don't know my real blood sugar levels. You only know what I told you. So what you told your audience was a lie? You weren't really telling the truth about your blood sugar levels. Why should anyone take you seriously after that type of shit comes out of your mouth? You don't know my real blood sugar levels, only what I told you. You don't know. No, we don't. So we rely on you to give the answers, and you want to put this shit out there. And then you decide, no, I'm going to lie to my audience. Because it's really not about your audience at the end of the day. It's about you. You don't give a shit about your audience. Because you're so willing to stab them in the back for anything that doesn't go along your rules.
I shouldn't have opened that can of worms. Oh, Lord, how I wish I didn't. But even if I didn't, people would still make those comments. It's my life. Let me live it. Again, if you're so bothered, then just leave. People are sickeningly obsessed with what fat people put in their mouths.
No! When you say you're going on a weight loss journey and you decide to backtrack on it, you just expect an ass pat from that. Good job, Chantal. Good job you're breaking your diet, Chantal. Like, what the fuck? This is so dumb. It's so dumb. You say I use excuses because I say I have fibromyalgia and arthritis and there's certain tasks I cannot do. But it's like these are tasks that you can do, but you refuse to do.
Ridiculous. And if I have to hear one more time your channel's promoting, you're influencing people to be obese just by...
You are influencing people to be obese and to not take their health seriously, who are overweight and have binge eating disorders. Absolutely. I just said that tonight, didn't I?
Existing strangest binge stories, because if there's anything that I can say, it's that, well, you know that I'm a food addict and, you know, self-proclaimed food addict. It's very obvious. If you watch my videos, you know that, blah, 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 you know my struggles. And, you know, I have some not so proud binge stories. So I told you about the pizza boxes in the closet. I recently drove, I told you about this in a previous video. I drove pretty close to 200 kilometers each way. So like a total of 4 hours, approximately to get the type of food I wanted. I heard of this specific food that I saw somewhere on social media. I can't even remember. And it just like, I could not forget about it. So like, that's like, when I obsess, like when I see a food that I really want, I like obsess over it and do anything in my power to get it. And yeah, so I drove that far, you know, like my car could have broken down. I would be stuck in the middle of the highway in the dark, you know, anything. I guess that's why I felt kind of uncomfortable, because I was the only one. But this girl actually was retelling her story about how when I had gone to OA, there was a blizzard. It was like really bad. They were warning people not to drive, but I'd gone out anyway. And I figured, you know, my rationale was I have driven in worse conditions to get to food I wanted, so I could do it to get to OA. Well, this girl also said that she had walked in like worse conditions.
My mic needs help. Okay, I will be right back. All right, check. Does it sound better here? Check. Check, check. Check, 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 check. All right. I think this is better. Does it sound better? Okay, good. All right. Thank you guys for letting me know. Yeah, go sit and spin on it. Yeah, sit and spin on it. You couldn't sit and spin on that twirly thing. I don't know why you keep saying sit and spin when you can't even sit and spin. You know? I know that I wouldn't be able to sit and spin. I'm too big, girl. But at least I'm trying.
And that far distances just to go through a drive-through or just to get food that she wanted, you know? And just by eating something I want to eat is so fat phobic. It's disgusting.
It's fat phobic for you to eat what you want to eat? Huh. I never thought of it that way. How dare you tell me that I can't have my Twinkies? How dare you? I want my Twinkies now! You know what? You telling me I can't eat the Twinkies makes you a fat phobic. So no one can tell you what is healthy from unhealthy, right? Probably not even your doctor. If your doctor came to you and said, you need to lose weight. I know my doctor does that. You take offense and be like, you know what, doc? You telling me to lose weight and to stop eating junk food makes you fat phobic. How dare you, doctor, tell me? And you be a prejudiced fat phobic person telling me I can't have my Twinkies. How dare you?
And just be quiet. I love doing this. I love making videos. For people who like to watch them, not for people who obsess over everything I do and hate me for it, for what I put in my mouth, or for not dieting the way they think I should be, for eating carbs. I've had fucking death threats over eating carbs. I've had nasty comments over because I eat too many carbs.
You had death threats over someone telling you eat carbs? I kind of doubt that, actually. No, you probably should limit your carbs being diabetic, though. Instead of you using an excuse, I can eat what I want. How dare you, fat phobic person?
Carbs. I can tell you where to shove your carbs, but you won't like it. I'm so sick of the word. It's so triggering. You don't understand that. You're not helping. You think you are. You think that other people being nice are enabling, and that you're helping with your shaming, shitty comments. It's the fucking opposite, okay? Everyone has free will. Everyone's allowed to live their life the way they want to. If I want to try to be healthy 1 minute.
I want to be fat and I want to eat my Twinkies, you fat phobic fuck. How dare you? If I want to eat healthy one day, I can eat unhealthy the next day. How dare you? How dare you? I said I was on a weight loss journey and I wanted to do it for 2 days. Because I need to have those Twinkies.
And do what I want the next, that's my fucking prerogative. But just because you see me eating rolled tacos, or a meal that's not steamed fucking vegetables and quinoa, does not mean, or chaffles, or 8 pounds of cheese, does not mean I'm not doing anything and that I've given up. So.
Well, actually, if you're eating pounds of cheese and things that aren't good for you, it is actually showing signs that you have given up on your diet. Look at what you're doing now. You had a whole tray of jam and different types of cheeses. You keep eating that, big, freaking, gallon jar of cheese. Look at all the cheese you got for the last month. Write in your journal how much cheese you eat, and then show it to a normal person and be like, do you eat this much cheese? Most people would say no. I guarantee I will never eat as much cheese as Chantel can. I don't think I could do it. Like, people have seen me attempt eating mukbangs. I can't do that. I can't finish that shit. I do enjoy a good aged white cheddar, chica. I enjoy that shit. But in moderation. Moderation. That's what you need to learn. But you're just that type of personality. If it has to be something, it has to be the extreme, instead of just being liberal with what you do. Like,
Please. Shut it. Zip. Shut. Even some people I thought...
then you shut it when you say you're on a weight loss journey. How about you shut it so people don't have to do it? Okay? How about stop saying you're on weight loss journeys? How about that? How about, like, I don't know, just tell people I want to eat. I'm sick of the excuses that I tell people, and I just want to eat. And if you don't like it, shove it up your ass. But you're the one who goes on this, oh, I've been so inspired. It's so spiritual. Food is so spiritual to me. You have no idea. And clean food makes me spiritual light. Food is spiritual to foodie. Never in my life have I heard something so ridiculous.
Were like really good supporters are like have turned on me for I don't even know what the fuck. Obviously not real supporters to begin with. You can leave too. I really don't care. I don't need you. I don't care if you want to unsubscribe. I'm not going to stop living how I want to live just because you disapprove of it. I'm not doing it.
Just because I lied to my audience and told them I was on this weight loss journey, and then I showed that I wasn't on a weight loss journey and taking it seriously. You guys should just shut up about it, okay? First of all, just shut up about it. Don't talk about it. Don't come to me and tell me, oh, I thought you were on a weight loss journey. Why are you eating that? Like, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Okay?
Anything wrong. I'm not murdering anybody. I'm not doing anything morally.
You're murdering yourself, and yes, you are doing something morally wrong, because at the beginning of the video, I showed everyone that you're actually, if you're eating in excess, it's actually haram. You know, it's no long. You may be eating what you think is halal meat, but when you're excessive to it, it's no longer halal. It's haram. It's in the Quran. Like, at least I read the Quran, Chantal. At least I read it. Like, maybe you should eat. Maybe before you said you were Muslim, maybe you should have actually read the book and actually knew what the faith was about before you said you were something that you're not, just for a piece of ass. I don't know.
Wrong. If I trigger you when you have an eating disorder, don't watch me then. Don't watch me. I'm not responsible for how you live your life or who I'm triggering. I'm not responsible for everyone's actions. You can't lay that on somebody. Okay? Fat people have to eat. We have a right to eat what we want to eat.
Yes, fat people do have a right to eat what they want to eat, but when you say you're in a weight loss journey and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and then you expect everyone to shut up about it because you feel guilty yourself, and you're too unself-aware to realize that this guilt and this anger, this secondary emotion, anger, and you're showing it to your audience, just because you feel that guilt doesn't mean that other people would feel that guilt with you. Instead, they're just like, what the fuck?
as much as skinny people, and I'm sick of being demonized for being fat.
You're not demonized for being fat. You're demonized because you lie to your audience and pretend you're doing shit when you're not. You don't even take your faith seriously. And then you expect everyone to believe that you're something, and you don't even show that you're actually doing what you said you would do.
And eating what I want. Anyone who's overweight knows. How many times have you...
Have I felt that before? Failing a diet and feeling guilty that I failed it? Absolutely. I use the secondary emotion anger when I feel sad. Because I don't like that feeling of sorrow, you know? I hate that. So I get pissed about it. I get pissy about it. Like, I'm feeling this way. I'm pissy.
You started a diet, in the very next 5 hours, you're stuffing Oreos in your face. Well, guess what? I'm no different than you, aren't I? And
no, I don't start a diet and then stuff Oreos in my mouth. Anyway, it says to be continued. I think that's enough for tonight. I'm having a headache. That was enough of the Chantel bullshit for tonight, guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the alien thing. I need to take breaks from her. It's just... Whatever. It is what it is. You know, thank you for everyone attending me tonight. I'm sorry, I'm just frustrated at her because she's been doing this for years. I just wanted to show a years ago video to show that she literally has been doing this years for people. You know, it's the same with the cat situation. You know, she doesn't like how people say her cat needs to be spayed. She doesn't like it. So instead, she goes off on her audience members instead of being like, yeah, maybe I should do that with my cat. Maybe I should take my cat seriously instead of making her suffer. But she's going to make that cat suffer for spite. You know, she shows a lot of signs of NPD, too. Anyway, peace and Maranatha, guys. Stay cool. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the well wishes and everything, and being kind, and you know, we're gonna do this again. But tomorrow I'm doing the alien thing because I can only handle so much of Queen Trough, you know. Anyway, later, guys.